It's freaking Star Wars, baby.
All right, so the Star Wars Ahsoka Tano series has only 2 episodes left, one of which is airing tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time in the U.S. I'm not sure about the times everywhere else. I'm not that worldly, I guess. I don't know. But the series is proving one thing that I said a long time ago. I said it back when the Bad Batch Season 2 came out, and thereafter I've been preaching this like crazy, that the Zeffo are going to play at least a role in Star Wars storytelling. Now, it's mostly to deal with Force lore and stuff like that. I don't see it becoming a part of Andor Season 2 or anything else really like Mandalorian or anything like that really has to do with non-Force users. The Zeffo are definitely going to play at least a minor role in stories like Ahsoka and the Dawn of the Jedi and possibly even the Rey Skywalker movie. Oh God, he said Rey Skywalker. What do we do? Well, that's what she's being called, so I just call it what it is. Agree with it? Don't agree with it? It's whatever. Yeah, but back when the Bad Batch Season 2 aired, I started this whole campaign that the Zeffo are going to have a role in it. I know I've said that a couple times now, but they really are. You can see it in the Bad Batch Season 2 when they go to Skara Null and they reawaken the guardian warrior beast thing, the 4-legged thing that shoots fire from its stomach. Well, a beam of light and energy or whatever, and destroys everything. That's Zeffo technology. Then again, we see the same kind of Zeffo influence in the map that Ahsoka Tano pulls out of an old Night Sister witch temple. Now, there are a lot of things that are pointing to this, and my theory or speculation or whatever you want to call it is looking like it's coming to fruition. But before I get into all that, I do want to give a shout out to my boy NorthAx6891, who would like some positive energy sent to him and some prayers. I'm not really sure what's going on with him, but sounds pretty serious. So if you guys wouldn't mind, just throw him in your thoughts and prayers and let's see what we can do for him. Now, a lot of you jumped in and gave me a lot of well wishes and prayers when I was going through my thing back in April in the hospital. And I really want to just spread that love to everybody else. I don't want to seem like this is all for me, that I need all the positive energy because, I'm doing okay. So I appreciate everything. And I'm sure NorthX will appreciate it as well. So please just send the energy there. And I'm going to go ahead and skip the sponsors again for right now. I will get back to it, I promise. But yeah. So I'm also going to skip the squeaky voice asking you to subscribe. So if you want to subscribe, subscribe. If you don't. I just love talking about Star Wars. All right, let's get back to the Ahsoka series and how the Zeffo are going to play a part, at least a small one, in that. Now, if you know anything about me, you know I'm a huge advocate for the stories of the Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor series of video games that are out. There's going to be a third one eventually. I can't wait to see how that one goes. But the stories in it are intricate. Geez, I can't even talk. Intricate and involve a lot of backstory of the Force. And the Zeffo are the beings that discovered the Force originally, and they were split apart, some going light side, some going dark side. The dark side was bad. Yeah, I don't know how else to say it, but it was bad for their society and almost killed them. And then they ran away to the unknown regions, aka possibly Peridia, possibly. But anyways, they ran away and reformed and tried to live their lives out the best they could after the faction split. Now, I don't want to go into too much detail about what's in the Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor series as far as the Zeffo go, but if you want, you can probably find the whole story on YouTube somewhere. Maybe I'll do a video on that one day, but this isn't about all that. It's just giving you a little backstory who the Zeffo are. Now we see the little ball map that Ahsoka is holding. A lot of people compare it to the Treasure Planet map. It's Zeffo influence. I'm sorry if that looks like Treasure Planet, but in Jedi Fallen Order, you use these balls to unlock certain things, and this ball unlocked a map that led to Thrawn, or as I like to call it, a Purgil migration map. Yeah, I'm stuttering on my words. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I'm just trying to record this live. sort of. Anyways, I don't want to go too much into all that because I already made a video about the influence of the Zeffo in the first couple episodes of Ahsoka. Yeah, I did. I'll leave them in a link in the description so you can go check them out. Actually, I'll go ahead and put any Zeffo related material in the links in the description that I have made in the past. So look for those. Go check them out if you want. But now, in the 6th episode of Ahsoka, we see that the Zeffo are again mentioned in the writings on the temple that Thrawn is using for a base, Thrawn and the Night Sisters. Now, I don't think that he knows anything about the Zeffo, but I think the Night Sisters may. I don't think they're going to become the big bad guys like a lot of people are speculating, because the Zeffo weren't really bad people. They just like guarding their secrets. And I think that the Zeffo are really going to come into play when we look at the Dawn of the Jedi stuff and the High Republic and that kind of thing, where the discovery of the Force becomes more important than what a Jedi actually is, and maybe returning to some of the ideals that the Jedi were founded in. But I don't think Baylan Skoll is looking for the Zeffo in order to destroy the universe or anything like that. I think he's looking for teachings of the Zeffo to try to bring balance back to the Force the way it originally was intended. That this fighting between Sith and Jedi has gone on for so long, or dark side and light side have gone on for so long, so many millennia, that it's becoming confusing how to actually train somebody, that the training is actually becoming watered down and a little muddied, especially those trained in the wild after the fall of the Jedi Order. Now, Baylan Skoll does say that there's a power calling to him much greater than anything he's ever seen, or something like that, and that could be some Darksider or Bendu or whatever calling to him. But I think more what he seeks is the knowledge of history, of what happened to those that came before, in order to prepare the universe or galaxy for bridging the gap and stopping everything from happening in a repeated cycle. The Sith versus the Jedi, for instance, are always at war and have been for many millennia. I don't think Baylan Skoll is some mustache-twirling, dastardly deed-doing guy. I think he's just looking for a way to get out of the cycle. And, yeah, maybe I'm wrong. I could be. But I was right about the Zeffo being in it. Been right about a few things. I'm not here to gloat about it. I'm just saying I've been right about a few things. Been wrong about a few things, too. So it happens. But the Ahsoka series is not going to end with these last 2 episodes. I feel like there's going to be another season. There's way too much to wrap up. Thrawn was introduced into the series way too late to wrap it up in 2 more episodes. And the Mandalorian movie could be another outlet for that. And I feel like that is where we may find Luke Skywalker and Ahsoka Tano finding the true meaning of the Force, the discovery of the Force, the Zeffo, and so on and so forth. But definitely the Dawn of the Jedi movie that's supposed to be coming in, 80 years or something, will shed more light on that and go a little bit deeper into the Zeffo. But I'm just telling you, watch out for it. Look for signs of the Zeffo in just about everything Force-related coming out of Star Wars. Even though the Bad Batch was not really Force-related so much, it did have that hint in there to say, hey, keep an eye on us. Here we are. But I've been saying it for a long time, and a lot of people have said, we missed this and all this stuff. I didn't miss it. I caught it, immediately. But whatever. But I'm not saying that I'm better than any other YouTuber out there. I'm not. I'm just a guy that likes talking about Star Wars, and I like you guys to talk about Star Wars with me. What do you think the Zeffo are going to be influenced? Do you think they're just going to have a minor role, just little Easter eggs or something like that? I don't think they're Easter eggs. I think there's something bigger that's going to culminate, and we may even get some kind of Zeffo series or movie at one time after the Jedi Fallen Order series concludes. Possibly. Something that would make Eno Cordova happy, very happy. If you don't know who that is, he's a Jedi Master in the Jedi Fallen Order games. And I guess that's my message throughout this video, if you didn't catch it, or if I was too vague or rambled on too much or whatever. That just keep an eye out for this stuff, because the Zeffo are going to be in more things. I promise. Okay, I kind of promise. Okay, I'm about 80% sure. Yeah, let's stick with that. About 80%. That gives me a little bit of plausible deniability, don't you think? Anyways, let me know what you think in the comments. Are the Zeffo going to be big? And please do not forget to send the positive energy and well wishes to NorthX6891. He sounds like he could really use it right now. And if any of you have any need for prayer or well wishes or thoughts or positive energy or any of that, just send me a comment and I'll gladly include you. You don't have to tell me what's going on with you. That's your personal life, and I really don't want to intrude in on that. So thank you. And before I go, just remember, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and share the video with some Star Wars friends or people that don't like Star Wars, and just show them, haha, here's Star Wars, dummy. But anyways, this is Gerald, a Star Wars fanatic, signing off, wishing you all great health, happiness, and peace. Thank you all for watching, and remember, this is the way. And positivity in the Star Wars community can be the only way.